3 players, 363 goals, a footballing revolution. Messi, Suarez, and Neymar didn't just dominate the game, they changed it forever.
Alba inside, it's Messi!
Messi, el remate, gol, balón dentro del área para Neymar, amaga Neymar.
Here's how MSN left an indelible mark on world football. Picture this, 3 players at the peak of their powers, united at one of the biggest clubs in the world. Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, and Neymar Jr., collectively known as MSN, didn't just play football, they redefined it. Between 2014 and 2017 at Barcelona, they shattered records, racked up a jaw-dropping 363 goals, and etched their names into football history. But how did this trio come to be? To understand their dominance, we need to go back to where it all began. It started with Lionel Messi. By 2014, Messi had already cemented himself as a global superstar, a magician with the ball capable of winning games single-handedly. But even he couldn't do it alone. Barcelona needed reinforcements, and they found them in Neymar, the flamboyant Brazilian who had set South America alight, and Luis Suarez, the Uruguayan predator who had just won the Premier League Golden Boot. This wasn't just a collection of stars, it was a seamless blend of talent. Messi, with his vision and brilliance, operated as the conductor. Neymar brought flair and unpredictability, dazzling opponents with his skills. Suarez, on the other hand, was the ruthless finisher, always in the right place at the right time. Together, they created a perfect storm that left defenses trembling. MSN's impact on football wasn't just about their outrageous goal tally. It was the sheer dominance, the artistry, and the seamless coordination that defined them. Watching Messi, Suarez, and Neymar felt like viewing 3 parts of a single, unstoppable machine. They didn't just score goals, they dismantled opponents with an elegance that looked effortless. Take their debut season, 2014-15, as a vivid example. A staggering 122 goals came not from random brilliance, but from a combination of styles that fit together perfectly. Messi often dropped deep, using unmatched vision to link the midfield and forward lines. Neymar operated as the wild card, finding spaces where none seemed to exist and creating havoc with opposition defenses. Suarez thrived as the team's apex predator, converting even the faintest of chances into goals. Their signature move, Neymar drawing defenders, Messi cutting inside, and Suarez lurking ruthlessly, became the stuff of nightmares for teams across Europe. Tactically, they were unstoppable. If you sat back to defend, they would pass around you like chess grandmasters until your defense crumbled. If you pressed high, they'd exploit the space behind with speed and precision. One moment stands out from the season: the Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich. Neymar's audacity, Messi's composure, and Suarez's determination carved open one of Europe's most formidable defenses, culminating in Messi's legendary trip over Neuer.
He makes the difference for Barcelona!
That match encapsulated the chaos MSN could bring, even against the best. By the 2015-16 season, MSN outdid themselves with 131 goals. No attacking trio in history had reached such heights. Suarez won the Pichichi with 59 goals, including a 4-goal haul in a must-win game against Deportivo. Messi tallied 41 while Neymar added 31, showcasing the trio's balanced contribution. Together, they lifted Barcelona to another domestic double, their fluid interplay setting new benchmarks for attacking football. Across Europe, rival defenses became nothing more than chess pieces on MSN's board. But their brilliance wasn't just about numbers. They made football joyous, something fans tuned in expecting to be wowed weekly. It was football reimagined, a blend of sheer creative freedom and unrelenting ruthlessness, a standard few teams have even come close to replicating. Winning is a way of life at Barcelona, but even by their standards, MSN delivered something extraordinary. Over 3 seasons, they helped secure 10 major trophies, the highlight being the treble-winning campaign of 2014-15. That year, they conquered Spain and Europe, taking home La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Champions League. It wasn't just the silverware, it was how emphatically they claimed it that left a mark. The crowning moment? The Champions League final. Up against a resilient Juventus side in Berlin, MSN left everything on the pitch. Suarez's rebound goal to make it 2-1 not only decided the game, but highlighted his knack for scoring when it mattered most. Neymar rounded things off in stoppage time, firing the ball into the back of the net with a coolness that only he could deliver. That 3-1 victory wasn't just a win, it was a coronation of Barcelona's return to European dominance. The following season they continued their exceptional run by winning another 4 trophies, including a FIFA Club World Cup. That year also saw the unforgettable Remontada against PSG in the Champions League round of 16. Down 4-0 from the first leg, Barcelona needed a miracle, and MSN delivered. Neymar in particular was electric, scoring 2 late goals and setting up the decisive winner for Sergi Roberto. It was a reminder that this trio could overcome any challenge when they clicked. Individually, each player added their own shine to Barcelona's legacy. Messi, already considered one of football's GOATs, only enhanced his reputation with match-winning performances season after season. Neymar's star soared further with his skillful exploits, while Suarez became synonymous with scoring in crucial games, beautifully rounding out the trio. Their success wasn't limited to club football either. Each player achieved personal glory internationally.
Of Brazil gives Brazil their first ever Olympic gold medal.
Neymar's dramatic penalty secured Brazil an Olympic gold medal in 2016, a moment etched into the nation's heart. Suarez, already a Copa America winner from his earlier career, continued to shine for Uruguay with consistent dominance in continental competitions. And then there was Messi, whose career reached its zenith in 2022 when he led Argentina to World Cup glory, finally lifting the trophy that had forever haunted him. The foundation for his ultimate success was laid during those years at Barcelona with MSN. These 10 trophies, these iconic milestones, MSN didn't just augment Barcelona's history, they became its most glittering chapter. Great teams are built on skill and tactics, but MSN had something deeper, a bond that added magic to their chemistry. Messi, Neymar, and Suarez thrived not just because they were talented, but because they genuinely cared for each other both on and off the pitch. It was this brotherhood that made their football irresistible. Communication was key, from Messi's laser-guided through balls to Neymar's one-touch layoffs, or Suarez's unselfish runs to create space. Their unspoken understanding often left fans speechless. They weren't 3 individuals playing for personal accolades, they were a unit, where every goal, assist, or victory was a shared moment of triumph. Watching them celebrate after a goal was to see football at its purest. Whether it was Neymar leaping onto Suarez's back, Messi pointing to Neymar, or Suarez bear-hugging Messi, their joy was contagious. Their camaraderie extended beyond the football field too. On a personal level, Neymar often spoke about how Messi acted as a mentor early on, guiding him through the pressures of playing at one of the world's biggest clubs. Suarez and Messi, both fathers at the time, developed a close friendship built on shared family values and mutual respect. The 3 were often spotted laughing, joking, and spending time together away from football, which only strengthened their connection during matches. This bond was tested during tough moments. When Suarez served a suspension, Neymar and Messi stepped up. When Messi dealt with injury setbacks, Neymar and Suarez carried the team. And when Neymar eventually left for PSG, it was clear that the split wasn't due to tension, but a desire to pursue his own path. The trio parted ways, but their mutual respect remained intact, as seen in Neymar's emotional tributes to Messi and Suarez over the years. Beyond statistics and silverware, this was the heart of MSN. They weren't simply teammates. They were brothers on a shared mission to rewrite football's history. It's often said that chemistry can't be taught, and MSN proved just how true that is. They delivered not just results, but memories. Moments of footballing brilliance that transcended even the hardest rivalries. And that's why their brotherhood wasn't just effective, it was unforgettable. All great stories eventually conclude, and 2017 marked the end of MSN's incredible chapter. Neymar's blockbuster departure to Paris Saint-Germain for a record-breaking fee sent shockwaves through the football world. Many saw it as the inevitable end of an era, but it wasn't one born of conflict. Neymar left in search of a team where he could step out of Messi's shadow and establish himself as the focal point, a move that reshaped not just Barcelona but football as a whole. When MSN disbanded, their legacy was already cemented. Over 3 stunning seasons, they had achieved near perfection, and while the trio no longer shared the same jersey, their individual paths continued to thrive. Neymar, now at PSG, brought his dazzling flair and playmaking to the French league. He helped guide the Parisians to multiple domestic titles and even reached a Champions League final in 2020. Beyond club football, he made history with Brazil, delivering countless memorable performances en route to securing an Olympic gold in 2016 and continuing to lead his nation as a talisman. Luis Suarez, shifting gears to Atletico Madrid, proved he wasn't slowing down despite leaving Barcelona. He adapted seamlessly into Diego Simeone's system, scoring critical goals and inspiring his side to their first La Liga title in 7 years in 2021. His relentless drive and ability to deliver under pressure remained as sharp as ever, further solidifying his reputation as one of the most clinical finishers the game had ever seen. Then, of course, there was Messi. His time at Barcelona continued to bring trophies, magic moments, and records that seemed insurmountable. Yet his ultimate crowning moment came after the MSN era. Leading Argentina to Copa America glory in 2021, Messi silenced critics who long questioned his international success. The pinnacle of his career came a year later, winning the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, a moment that immortalized him in the pantheon of football gods. While MSN's time together was relatively short, its influence didn't fade away. Even years after Neymar's departure, fans and experts still called them the benchmark for what an attacking trio could be. They weren't just a force on the field, they were a reminder of how devastatingly beautiful football could be when talent is amplified by camaraderie. The beauty of football lies in its debates. Is X better than Y? Who's the GOAT? What team had the greatest era? And among those eternal debates is the question, was MSN the greatest front three of all time? Comparisons to Real Madrid's BBC, Bale, Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo are almost inescapable. During the same period, Real fans watched their trio deliver 3 consecutive Champions League trophies from 2016 to 2018, thanks to their ruthless composure and adaptability in crucial moments. While the BBC trio dominated in efficiency, MSN was pure artistry, rooted in seamless chemistry and flamboyant flair. Where BBC felt like a well-oiled machine, MSN felt like jazz, unpredictable, fluid, and often breathtaking. What truly set MSN apart was their balance. Instead of vying for the spotlight, each player assumed a specific role. Messi as the creator, Neymar as the magician, and Suarez as the sharp-edged striker. Their unselfishness meant they didn't just link up for goals, they genuinely seemed to enjoy setting each other up for success. Neymar feeding Messi, Messi finding Suarez, Suarez assisting Neymar. It was this reciprocity that pushed them into a class of their own. Then there's the joy they brought to fans worldwide. While their opponents dreaded lining up against them, the global audience tuned in, knowing they would see something extraordinary. Whether it was Suarez scoring from an audacious backheel, Neymar nutmegging a defender, or Messi weaving through an entire backline, MSN made the remarkable look effortless. The trio didn't just win, it was the how they did it that made them iconic. Years later, no trio has matched MSN's mix of camaraderie, skill, and lethal execution. They inspired comparisons to legendary duos and trios from decades past, and set a standard for teams striving to replicate that perfect balance. The debate of MSN's legacy will rage on, but their contribution to football, to inspiration and memory is unquestionable. Some moments in football transcend the sport, staying with us long after the last whistle blows. The MSN era at Barcelona was one of those moments, a period of magic that not only awed fans, but also redefined what attacking football could achieve. Messi, Suarez, and Neymar weren't just players. For 3 magnificent years, they embodied the soul of the beautiful game. Their time together felt like witnessing a perfect storm. All 3 players were in their prime, each feeding off the other's brilliance. Messi's cerebral playmaking, Neymar's fearless creativity, and Suarez's unyielding hunger transformed simple movements into extraordinary ones. Their unique chemistry built a foundation that elevated Barcelona to unimaginable heights. But their influence extended beyond the pitch. They inspired a generation of players and fans to believe in attacking football as both an art and a science. Teams around the world began to dream of finding their MSN, a trio versatile enough to adapt to any challenge while making it look effortless. MSN wasn't just about results, it was about how they achieved them. Every flick, every run, every surgical finish seemed drenched in creativity, executed with a flair that only they could produce. And yet, the stats also underscored their impact. 10 trophies, over 500 combined goals while playing together, countless moments of joy and heartbreak for opponents. Whether it's Messi's precise chip against Bayern Munich, Suarez's goals in pivotal El Clasicos, or Neymar inspiring the Remontada against PSG, these are moments etched in football history. Decades from now, when people recount the legends of the sport, MSN will undoubtedly be at the forefront. They weren't just a forward line, they were a symphony, a golden era that reminded us why we love football in the first place. For fans, it wasn't just about watching a team win, it was about the sheer emotional high of witnessing something irreplaceable. Though their paths eventually diverged, the legacy they left behind will forever gleam in football's Hall of Fame. The MSN years didn't just represent dominance, they represented magic, joy, and the power of connection. Some eras are measured by trophies, others by the affection they leave in fans' hearts. MSN will forever be remembered for achieving both. For those lucky enough to witness it live, it truly was football in its purest, most beautiful form. Reliving the magic of MSN always feels like witnessing football's golden age. If you love this glimpse into their legendary story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more iconic football moments. Who do you think was the greatest trio of all time? Drop your thoughts below. We can't wait to hear from you.